Yo aquí en Laredo, Texas, con mi compadre, mi hermano y dos perros, y mi carro y máquinas para tatuajes, equipamiento, a la frontera con México.
$100 a 1950 pesos, 500, 1000, 1500.
En 5 minutos, yo y todos los compadres, nosotros, en la frontera con México. Y después, no sé.
You know you're lost, right?
Yeah, we think
There's
so.
only a commercial bridge.
Oh my goodness.
Where are you headed?
GPS took us the wrong way. We're trying to get into the crossing at Colombia.
At Colombia,
Yeah.
it's 20 miles that way.
Goodness gracious.
Follow that truck out.
Which one?
The one going that way.
Uh-huh.
That one?
Yep.
Follow it out.
All right.
What?
3:30? 3:30? Thank you.
Río Grande. Go back.
Back.
That's it.
Was that it?
It's so easy. Or I don't know. Perdón.
Aquí.
Derecha. Vamos bien aquí cruzando, ¿sí? Ah, okay.
What is that?
No, put it back here.
Park here. So we are in Mexico right now, but we've had a little bit of a problem. So we tried to get into the country and we succeeded, but we weren't able to get the vehicle into the country because we have to purchase a permit. Now, most of the purchase price is a deposit, which is paid to you once you leave the country. And I've already gotten my stamp on my passport. I've already filled out the migration form and gotten the permit for that. So now we just have to get the vehicle permit, and then we will be able to get car insurance and go down the road and get through Mexico. Now, the problem is I don't have enough cash because I thought it would be a bad idea to bring a lot of cash, so I didn't. Except now, I need it, and I don't have a card, and they don't do tap to pay in Mexico. I can't Apple Pay, and I can't PayPal them or send it to them through Cash App or whatever. So anyway, make a long story short, I now have to go back into the United States. We're going to withdraw some cash, and we'll be able to come back and finally get through. That was a whole ordeal. So I've already gotten my 7-day permit to enter Mexico, but we have to get the proper documents for the car. So now we're going back into the United States. We'll grab cash, we'll come back, and we should be fine. Well, nobody ever said it would be easy. So I'm now back in the United States. Mi compadre, on the other hand, is in the office in there. I guess they want some other kind of form for him that they should have given him at the airport and then didn't. So I guess he's got to fill that out. You know, we have to appease the bureaucracies as much as we have to be able to do what we want to do. So as soon as he's done there, we should be able to figure all the rest of it out. But it's getting late. I mean, it's almost nightfall, and I don't think I want to start this journey in Mexico at night. So my puppy's got to eat, my puppy's got to drink. Don't y'all look at me like I'm crazy out here. I'm gonna feed my dog. So for better or for worse, we are gonna go into Mexico tonight. The border doesn't close until midnight, but before I do, look how cheap gas is in Texas. Holy shit. So as far as the eye can see, and I wish I would have gotten a picture from up on the video, this is all tractor trailers, all trucks, 18-wheeler trucks. And they have to go to an inspection station, and this is just backed up, I mean, for literally miles. I mean, I couldn't imagine what it's like to have to sit in there all night. And they're gonna be there a long time. This is, they're going to the first area that we went to, where we weren't supposed to be. Okay, now we have cash. We're headed back to the border, and should get there. ¿Cuántos kilometros?
Like 35.
Oh, okay.
To get there?
So yeah, maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
We're taking a longer route into and through Mexico than perhaps we have to. And the reason for that is the state, I don't know if I'm saying this right or if I remember it correctly, but Tamaulipas, something like that. Anyway, it's the border state, which is just past the border on the Gulf side. And the south part of that province or that state is quite safe. There's a lot of police activity and everything. It's a pretty big tourist area. But right there at the border is where there's a lot of cartel activity. There's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of crime. So we have decided... You okay? Necesito agua.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, we're not gonna cross there. We're gonna cross. We're in Laredo, but we're going over to the border crossing at Colombia. It's not busy. I mean, there was almost nobody there when we were there, and then that will allow us to take. I think it's the Mexico highway. I think it's 85. It goes straight down, and so we've kind of come over a little bit from the Gulf Coast. Kind of come over, and then we're going to go south towards a city or ciudad called Monterrey. And once we get there, then we'll be able to come back over east a little bit, southeast, to a coastal city called Tampico. So we'll probably get across the border, find a hotel, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, because we can only drive during the day in Mexico. The light, apparently there's not near as much lighting. There's a lot of cattle that roam around, and apparently a lot of the cars don't have headlights. So driving at night is typically pretty dangerous. Also, you just can't see as well. There's more of a chance for an ambush or something like that to happen. So we're only going to travel during the day while we're in Mexico. We made it. We made it. This is Mexico. We are in Mexico right now. And we're not going to find somewhere to sleep close by.
We're going to Monterrey.
We're going to Monterrey, and we're going to get a hotel room there. Apparently they've built a new highway or something, so we're going to take off and go. But we are in Mexico. Ahora. Well, we definitely did not just drive the wrong way on a highway. And there may or may not be insurance on this car. The lady who sells it at this border crossing may or may not have already closed. So that may or may not be the case right now. Don't fucking get pulled over. So how easy is it to get through the border into Mexico? Oh God. It is extraordinarily easy. As long as you got enough money to pay for your vehicle permit, if you're going to bring a car into this country, it's very, very easy. They didn't check anything. They didn't pat us down. They didn't look in the car at all. I mean, nothing.
I make some friends there.
Yeah. I mean, we were cool. It's just people there. It wasn't too busy or anything, so we just hung out, made some conversation. We had already been there once earlier today with a couple of problems, so they were pretty keen to just see us on through. We are in Mexico right now, driving at night, and you'd think I would be terrified. I was quite apprehensive all the way up until we kind of hit the road and started going on this trip. But I mean, now, it's whatever. Guys, there are no lights here. I mean, you just don't see any at all. I had a suspicion that my tattoos were going to be a problem coming into this country, and nobody asked me anything. Nobody made a big deal about it. Nobody accused me of being a gang member. Nobody checked the car. I mean, they literally checked nothing. They did not look in the car. They didn't bother
Through
the
that
trunk.
window, like.
Yeah, you look through the windows. They're like, oh, okay, we're good. We've been driving now for quite some time, and so far, absolutely nothing. I mean, there's nothing. And we're trying to get over to this main highway. There is a lot of small towns if we keep going in the direction that we're going. So the small towns are to be avoided in Mexico because that's where you're going to have problems. That's where there will be like unofficial roadblocks. They try to extort you for money or worse. So we need to get out of here and go onto a main highway before we start entering these towns out here.
85 to go up. Right.
Encontramos la autopista. ¿Te gusta México? ¿Dónde es su hijo? Su hijo. Él es aquí. Guess what I have? You want a piece? What's up here?
I can see it's too much light.
¿Cuántos?
300. Estos 14 pesos. That's
Con el peaje.
How is that?
¿No persona?
There is no. I don't
¿Dónde
know.
está? We're reversing now because there was nobody in there.
Hey, I mean, 500 pesos da peaje. El peaje cuesta 314 pesos. That truck comes. Okay, for the next time, we have to see that the symbol, like, cash. Watch out. Up.
Oh, I see. Better than
Because we don't have that. Well, in Costa Rica, the name is Quick Pass. Let me see, I have to get Monterrey, Mexico. Monterrey.
All right, now I'm not saying that everyone has lied to me, but I mean, look around. Does this look like a third world country to you? No, it isn't. There is a big gap between the poorest poor and the richest rich, for sure. But this place is not run down or excessively dirty, or I mean, God, this place looks better than a lot of places in the United States. There's a lot of places in the United States that may as well be third world countries, and so far Mexico is quite nice. right off the bat, I can go ahead and tell you that I have been absolutely lied to about Mexico. It's beautiful, it's nice, it's clean, the roads are well maintained. I have not seen a car that didn't have headlights. I've seen no cattle roaming around. And here in the major city, if you replaced all the signs and put them up in English and told me that I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, I would have absolutely no problem believing it. This major city is really no different than any other. You have bridges and urban sprawl and skyscrapers, large companies, taxis, police. It's not really very much different from where I came from, honestly. And we are in a hotel in Mexico. Here we are on the streets of Monterrey. Waiting on some tacos. The hotel's right up here. Policía.
Opera.
Ok, aquí estamos en un puesto de comidas mexicano. Se va a hacer su taquito.
Mucho picante.
Jugando de hombre con el picante.
Mucho caliente, mucho picante.
¿Tiene algo para echar eso? Para... Bueno, yo voy a poner tu plástico. Ay, ok. Y ahora el postre.
So here I am in Mexico. It's about 2 in the morning. We just took the dogs for a walk down the road with no bulletproof vests on. We stopped, we had some food, and I haven't had any problems at all. And the hotel is really, really nice. This whole city is really, really nice. This is definitely not a third world country, and so far I haven't seen any shady characters, no cartels, no guns or anything crazy. This looks like any other major city. And it doesn't seem to be that wild. I'm not gonna say that there's not bad parts of Mexico, but I had to drive through freaking Atlanta to get here. I feel much better here than I would if I had stopped in Atlanta. This is the hotel room. It's just about like any other hotel room. You got your little soaps, little shampoo, something to wipe some culo with. I gotta say now, my first impression of Mexico is a lot like my first impression of Costa Rica. And it's something like, man, I'm really terrified to go here. And then I get here and I'm like, wait, what the f? This is nice. Like, this is good. Like, they got it going on here. No, Monterrey, beautiful city. Beautiful city.